So I love Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore is funny. He's a comedian. His whole shtick is that if a dumb person like Jimmy Dore can understand what the hell is going on, then everybody should be able to understand what is going on. Also, he scoops the media so many times. He occupies this wide open lane. So he's just kind of cherry picking, and he's a national treasure. So Jimmy Dore is fantastic. He's right, 95, 99% of the time. This is one of the times I believe he is wrong. I'm going to be Aaron Mate. I'm going to push back a little bit. Here's the clip of Jimmy Dore saying that Joe has dementia, and the reason why he believes, that he's right on his outlandish claims.
We need a stimulus check. We need Medicare for all and a UBI right now.
Exactly.
That's what people need, Joe.
Right.
I know you're not going to understand it because you're a demented walking death rattle that was shoved down our throat, and nobody in the corporate media has the balls to call you out for being demented. And you are. You know how I know you're demented? Nobody's going to do a video about me saying you're demented.
So, is Jimmy actually talking to Joe here? I mean, I guess he's talking to the world, so perhaps Joe might come, but he's yelling at the audience, I guess, in hopes that eventually Joe will come across this video. The whole piece was perfect, but except for the claims of dementia. Maybe Joe is just stupid. I mean, has Jimmy Dore, considered that? Maybe Joe Biden is just dumb as shit, And if Joe is just dumb as shit, that's not dementia. That's just a low IQ, right? And Jimmy Dore says Joe's got dementia, or else somebody would have made a video about it, right? That's how he ended it. My God, Jimmy Dore's got so many, enemies. His enemies are so robust, they become his fact checkers. He's like, my God, somebody would have pointed out, well, maybe they're not pointing out, I don't know. Should I check this fact or not? Nah, my enemies will fact check it for me. Hell, my enemies spell check my work, Jimmy, so eat your heart out. It's kind of a crazy way to hold a worldview narrative, though. I'm just going to, you know what? Mitch McConnell, he's got tuberculosis scurvy. Is that a real thing? Probably not, but he's got the TB scurvy. Oh, he's got that TB scurvy. Old Mitch has got scurvy. Is it true? Unless somebody makes a video contradicting me, I'm going to just keep on saying it. Mitch has got scurvy. What do you mean? Nobody has made a video contradicting that idea, so I'm just going to assume it's true. Come on, Jimmy Dore. That's not how knowledge works. Jimmy Dore, there was one criticism. He was against the impeachment of Donald Trump. My God, that's one of the greatest things that Nancy Pelosi did, impeach the bastard. There's only 3 presidents. That's a legacy. That's forever. Pelosi had the greatest quote, right? Impeachment is forever, like a diamond. She didn't say that. I said that, but she said something else like impeachments are forever. He tried to get out of Syria, but he carried on with the war machine. Jimmy Dore, what the fuck? You love that oligarch, that, fake-ass billionaire a little too much. But Joe Biden, does he have dementia? I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but Jimmy Dore is not a doctor. He's not any kind of medical expert. He's no doctorologist. He's a wordologist. He's a mathologist, but he's not a doctor. He takes too much glee. He's just too damn happy that Joe's, saying that Joe's got dementia. He was making a good case about how we got to get universal basic income and universal health care during this pandemic. And then he goes, the reason why Joe won't know is because he's just a dementic, fuck. That dementic fuck. There's no reason to push for an Alzheimer's that's not there. And then people would pity him. Oh, well, demented Joe. And Jimmy Dore could just be an ageist, Yeah, Joe, fumbles and kind of slips up here and there. All old people, Donald and Mitch and Pelosi and Schumer, everybody fucks up with their words here and there. So let's look at the facts. Dementia is a general term for loss of memory, language, or problem solving or other thinking abilities that are severe enough to interfere with daily life. Alzheimer's is the most common cause of dementia. So he is saying what? That he can't, put his shoes on? I've seen videos of people with dementia. They can't do anything for themselves. They can't put their clothes on, their shoes. They can't tie their shoes. They can't get themselves something to eat, something to drink. So it seems to me that that's when dementia, you say it's dementia, is when, the person's, they could just be getting old, and that's just, they're just getting old, and therefore slower, and their body's, wasting away and slowly dying. And so therefore, I think for you to say that it's dementia, it's got to interfere with daily life. You can't be able to do anything, because that's when, you need to diagnose it and then something needs to be done about the damn thing. So that's my, take on it. I'm not, like I said, I'm no doctorologist, but just old people's minds, sometimes I get stuck in the middle of a story. I'll start out with the main idea, and then I'll start out with like 4 smaller ideas that I need to talk about in order to get to the main idea, and then one of the 4 smaller ideas, becomes more important. So I'm like, oh, and I get, go down that track, and I was like, what was I saying to begin with? So, I don't know, Jimmy. He's not a doctor. He's not a medical expert. He takes a lot of glee in saying that Joe's got dementia. Joe is a neocon piece of shit. Joe is a piece of shit, here and there and all over the place. So it's easy. He's a right-winger. He's a Republican. Jimmy Dore's right on all these fronts. So there's no reason to push for an Alzheimer's or dementia that's not there. And if it is there, then that would be a cause for concern, not a, ha-ha, see, I told you. It's a way to sort of invalidate the election. Since George W. Bush, right? Since Bush v. Gore, it just, none of the presidents have Obama's born in Kenya and birth certificate, right? Donald loses the popular vote and the Russiagate and all that shit. So anyways, Jimmy Dore says, nobody's made a video about it, so, that's my pushback. I made a video, so, I don't know. Do you want people to be sympathetic? I feel like if he's trying to make the case that he's, cognitively not there, so we need to kick him out of office, 25th Amendment or some shit. Is that what he's pushing for? If he's not pushing for that, then it seems like he's just kind of being a dick. Which I don't hate, but I don't know if you should take the claims of dementia serious. I'm not convinced that Joe is demented. Not yet. He's, his worldview, his policies, his neocon, right? His policies are demented, but is his mind, soup? I don't know if Joe Biden's mind is soup. No, I would say no. His mind is not soup. He could tie his own. He did break his foot, but I'm pretty sure he probably could fix his own breakfast and, drive a car and whatever. Anyways, peace.